and hopefully next time I'll have my hair done before I come on the channel. Hello everybody and welcome to Mad Does Life. If you're new to the channel, I'm Craig. Hi. I've got an MR2, what the Americans call a Spyder, we call a Roadster here in the UK. I've got one that I'm going to be modifying and doing things up on, and I have installed a short shifter. Now, I'm not going to do a video on how to install a short shifter because there's a million people have installed these, and a million people have put them on YouTube, and a million people have shown how they do it. However, there is a problem with the one I got. I got an eBay one. It was just under £29 to buy, and it came with a bolt missing. So let me show you the bolts that should have come. If I can go and find one. Ta-da! So this is an M8 50mm that I've just bought because it was missing. It comes with some risers and it comes with some other bits and bobs. So I installed it, and while I'm installing it I found a problem, and I'm going to just flip the camera now and I'll show you what that problem is. Right everybody, so this is my gear linkage in the MR2. It's a bit cramped in here, so I apologise if the camera works a bit jerky and a bit awkward to see. This gear linkage, when it comes off to fit this short shifter bar here, that comes down and into this linkage and into the one underneath that's under there, that shortened bar gets fitted by removing this entire plastic cage, this whole thing here, and these 4 bolts there, and one on the other side down there that's currently missing, this one here. Them 4 get taken out. You remove that piece of rubber there, that piece of rubber, and these that go in under that piece of rubber, and you replace them with these risers, and that helps keep all your linkages in line and at the right height. Now, I had a problem. I installed my short shifter and I couldn't go side to side. It was jammed up. I could go front to back, I could go into 3rd and 4th, but I couldn't move across to go forward into 1st and 2nd and back to 2nd, and I couldn't go into 5th or reverse. Bit of a problem only having 3rd and 4th, so I decided I was going to investigate, and what I'd done at that point is just put the 2 front bolts in, and I realised that this back end was far too high. I hadn't put any bolts in it, it was way too high. I had put the risers in the front, so it should have been at the stock height and everything should have been fine, but for some reason it didn't want to work. So I decided to undo the front 2 and put just the back 2 in. When I put the back 2 in, I realised that these risers were landing on that little ridge there that goes all the way across. They were just catching on it, and that's what was making the heights all different, and there was all sorts of problems at the front end, and basically I had to find a way to stack this up at the right height and have it level. So what I did was installed these at the back as expected. I took out the rubber, I put a standard bolt and washer in and held the back down. At that point everything worked as it should and everything was fine, but if I put those riser blocks at the front, you can see on this one that was too low. So to put the riser block in there would have had the front too low. Bring you back up here. So what I did was I took out the rubber, I put back in the rubber, and I put this crush tube in on the top so that when I put the bolt in it wouldn't crush the rubber, it would be a soft rubber mount. And I put this in upside down. The idea being, especially when I did that at the back, is that this would allow a gap when it was upside down to go over the ridge that was at the back. So the height was correct for this block being this way at the back, and to do the same at the front, all I had to do was pop it underneath, set upside down to how it was expected, and pop in the crush tube and at that point the 50mm bolt would go in. This one's a bit awkward, so it's not going to go in easily while I'm in this angle, but basically it goes all the way through and bolts into the car, and that's it. So I hope that helps some of you guys. It's a weird one. I don't know why it's done that way. I don't know if it's a design flaw in the eBay kit. I don't know if it's a weirdness of fitting into this car. I've never seen it on any of the other videos where people fit a short shifter kit. But just keeping those rubber mounts in at the front, turning the crush tubes to the top instead of the bottom, and then putting the mounting upside down at the underneath seems to fix the problem. I have had no issues. My gear change is super slick. A lot of people complain about these, actually, these short shifters, and say that their gear change is really stiff afterwards. It's really difficult, and I think this may be why. It may be bending that cage. I think the base plate should be like that, but when they screw everything in, it's pulling it down slightly, and it's just putting things out of line. Maybe if those people, I think Spyder Lee was one of the ones who said he took his out because he hated it, and I'm wondering if he's up for just popping his back in and having a look and seeing if that makes a difference to him. It might do, it might not. He might not even be interested in doing it, but either way, guys, hope that helps. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're into what we're saying and what we're doing, please press the like button. Please feel free to tell your friends and get as many subscribers as you can, and hopefully next time I'll have my hair done before I come on the channel. Speak to you soon, guys.